Welcome to Mail Monday. This game's not that long, so let's not waste time. Here we go. Dad's gone to jail for the third time for drugs. Need help. Hey Woody, this story goes back a while, but here it is. When I was a kid, my dad was into hard drugs, cocaine, meth, heroin, and he would go to jail for it so much that my mom took me away from seeing him when I was 2 till around 8 years old. But I would still talk to him on the phone, and a few years passed by, and when I was 11, he started doing drugs again, and he got help, and he had been clean up until January of this year. He got back into them, and now he's in jail. He's a 3-year sentence, so I won't see him until I'm 20. I'm 17 years old now. But the thing is, I'm not the type of person to talk about my feelings. I keep them all bottled up. My mom wants me to see a counselor, but I told her I don't give a shit what someone I don't know has to say about my father. My mom is over him and doesn't care about him anymore and hasn't since I was little. I don't want to talk about it with her because she just tells me to walk away from him. But I don't want to. I'm sad he's going to miss my graduation. I'm sad he's going to miss seeing me grow up. I don't know what to do. I need some help. Please reply in any way that you can. Keep up the good work. I love you, Woody. Dude, I think you should see a counselor. It's probably not what you want to hear, but I'm going to share. And it's because I'm wired just like you, right? It's like a weird thing. Like, I don't knock other people for going to a counselor. Knock yourself out. If that helps you, that's great. No stigma. Everything is cool. But for me personally, I felt like it wasn't a good fit for me. It was like, you can go to a counselor if you want. Me? Oh, no. I'm too good for that. Right. But for you, it would be fine. I'm so strong, so smart, so together, so with it, that I would never benefit from seeing a counselor. I am the counselor. I'm the master. That was my thought process. And my wife was like, hey, Woody, I think we should go to a counselor. And it's like, why? Why? Just through sheer work effort. I have a great relationship with my family. My job is going great. Everything is going good. I'm giving everyone the attention they need, etc. Why do I need to go see a counselor? Things are perfect. And she's like, let's just talk. Let's just go. It'll be a good thing. And, for her, I went. And it wasn't about my relationship with Jackie at all, really. It was about my relationship with Hope. She was 12, and I want to say she was just doing and by the way, she's 14 now, right? That's 2 years. It's forever in teenage land. Just don't judge her, please. But when she was 12, a couple years ago, she was doing kind of the moody teenager thing, right? I'd be like, hey, Hope, what's up? And she'd like growl or something, just not be open. And it's like, so, what do I do about this? Like, how do I be the super me? How do I have the relationship with her I want when, I'm not getting the feedback I need, If every interaction you have is negative, then how do you make a positive out of that? And Jackie thought, we should go see a counselor, whatever. And it was cool. It was actually a really positive experience. And I'll tell you, I went in there, I sat next to Jackie, I crossed my arms, and I was unpleasant, maybe, I wasn't the version of me that was kind of open to new ideas. And by the end of the hour, I was. It was like this guy won me over. It was a good experience. He kind of made me feel better about knowing that things were normal and that I wasn't making these giant parenting mistakes, and that it was okay. And now at 14, it's a totally different thing, right? She's it's so much better than it was when I went. And I think you can have the same kind of experience, Dude, go in there, cross your arms, and be difficult. I don't care. Just go in there. Go in there and give them your stern gangster look if you want, and say you ain't got nothing for me. Just go in there and see if it works for you, right? Maybe you're right. Maybe there's nothing that this guy has to offer you, and it'll never be a good thing. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you'll say, you know what, this guy was perfect for me, and when I listened to him, things worked out, because that's what I said. For me, it was like this. It was a really positive experience, and in no time, I like to think it was Hope that sort of changed things around, and I was just always sort of sitting there with an open door. But I think you should go. And with regards to your actual feelings on this stuff, it's, oh man, what is it about people, including me and you and the whole 9 yards? You're just kind of wired to seek parental approval, aren't you? Like, even if you're rebelling against your parents, it's still nicer when they're proud of you, isn't it? You know, like something about parental approval matters a lot, and your father's been yanked out of your life because he can't seem to keep his act clean and together. And I want to be sympathetic. I know the grip of drugs is freaking relentless, but also I want to have expectations high enough. You're not supposed to be a drug user, and you're supposed to stay out of jail. Step up your game, Dad. But yeah, wanting him to be at your graduation, wanting him to see you grow up, that's totally normal. I'm sorry that you didn't get a dad who's performing to the expectations that I set for dads. But I think you should talk to a counselor about it. I think it'll be better than you think it's going to be. Am I a D-bag, or am I doing the right thing? I don't know if D-bag is international or not, but it stands for douchebag, and it basically just means jerk. Am I being bad? Hello, Woody. I have this friend that constantly asks me for academic help. I don't mind helping people, but in this case, the definition of helping is that I have to write his essays so that he can turn them in for good grades. I hate doing this. So I've refused to do his work 2 times now. We were friends during first 12 years of my life, and then we parted and we only see each other on Skype. By the way, noted, 12 years is a gigantic amount of time for a kid to have a friend. I'm at a point where I don't even answer his calls or Facebook messages. My question is, am I doing the right thing by not doing his homework, or am I just a D-bag? Any help would mean I'm in heaven. I love your videos. You keep making lives better. Well, thank you. A quick note on the changing gameplay before I answer. This is on my WoodyCraft server. We do these special events. This is a treasure hunt where everyone's looking for cool loot under the sand. Sometimes we do like parkour where I sign books if people make it the parkour, but TDM wasn't long enough for Mail Monday, so I grabbed this from my hard drive and extended the video. I hope you guys like it. But anyway, treasure hunt, massive humanity about to go and dig in the sand. Is this guy a D-bag? Is this guy a douchebag for not doing his friend's homework? No. He's not. He's definitely not. Forget the whole thing about his friend not learning and becoming a better essay writer and that other boring adult bullshit. I get that, and there's some truth to it. You're going to need the ability to write. But I want to talk about other stuff. I want to talk about this. Relationships. When you pick a friend, it should be because you enjoy each other's time. It's win-win, right? I have more fun with him than I do without him. We're same team, and it's a good time together, therefore he's my friend. And that's kind of the beginning and the end of it. The two of you are happier together than you are apart. You should be friends. When you pick a business partner, it's because the two of you are going to be more successful as a pair than you would be apart. You're both bringing something to the deal. You're both accomplishing more than you would if you were alone. And bingo, bango, you're a winner, right? That's going to get tweeted at me. But, that's when you pick a business partner. When you pick a husband or wife, you're kind of looking for both of those. Not only are you expecting to enjoy each other's time, but you're expecting that you'll both be more successful together than you would be apart. And successful is a broad concept in marriage, but hopefully it's financially and emotionally and supportive, and your whole life is going to be better as a duo than it would be as 2 singles. That's why you get married. What you have going on here with this quote unquote friend is a user situation, right? This thing is one way. He stopped adding anything to the relationship, and he just extracts essays from you because you put the kind of work in to make it, to make yourself a good essay writer. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And, I'm always sort of doing this kind of analysis on my own relationships to determine whether or not this is a win-win, or whether or not I'm being somebody's victim. And you're being somebody's victim here. He thinks to himself, I've got this douchebag on Skype who writes my essays for me just because I'm the kind of awesome person that shouldn't have to write his own essays. No, dude, you're the winner in this relationship, and you're the victim in this thing. And you need to correct that. You need to stop being this guy's lackey because he's not bringing enough to what the two of you have together to carry his load. That's the deal. 3-way went too good. I'll caution you guys, the This letter mentions the existence of sex, so if you're a sensitive listener, then you might stop now. Three-way went too good. Dear Woody, I love your work, especially the time you take to keep in touch with your subscribers. Keep up the great work. I'm 18 years old and I live in Holland. 2 months ago, I had my first threesome. It was with my girlfriend of 1 year and her best friend, who I had a crush on for a really long time. Ever since that three-way, I've been seeing the other girl too. This might not look like a problem, but everything went too good. My girlfriend has given me everything I've ever hoped for sexually. I'm talking about every position I can think of, sex outside, sex in weird places, all the stuff I've never thought I'd like. And then he goes on, whips, ties, every portal she's got. This gives me a problem. All I've had is everything I've ever wanted in life I've had everything I've wanted in life sexually, and I'm only 18. I feel like I have nothing else I can accomplish, and every time I have sex now, it feels emptier and emptier because there's nothing I can chase after. I have even thought about breaking up with both of them. It just feels wrong to destroy everything I've ever wanted. I'm scared that I will miss it when it's gone, and doing that could possibly be the worst decision of my life. Woody, do you have any advice to make me feel something again? This doesn't have to be Mail Monday. Any reply would be nice. I wonder if you guys caught the same thing I did. Like, he didn't mention anything about his connection to either one of these girls. Like, he just talked about like a sexual treasure hunt almost. He talked about like a checklist of things that he wanted to do. I want to do it here. I want to put it there. I want to, make this happen or that happen. And, several girls and I'm not knocking you for your inventiveness, right? If this is what makes you happy and everyone involved is consenting and you're a young adult, but you're an adult, then, I've got no problem with it. But what I do kind of see is that you're not connected to these girls, and you're thinking about breaking up with them because they've given you everything you've wanted. And I almost think like maybe you should break up with them. It's probably not where everyone thought I was headed with this. But dude, if you've got nothing for these girls except some sort of, checklist of, places you wanted to put your wiener, then maybe you should connect to someone that you're in love with. I'm not hearing anything about you loving these girls. I'm not hearing anything about the time you enjoy spending with them when you're not, working up a good sweat. And you're missing out on part of what makes life great if you're missing out on the other part of it. I mean, you can get a girl who satisfies your sexual fantasies and a girl who, understands, the rest of your life too. You can have it all, and that's what you should be looking for. If the only thing you're getting from this girl is a checklist, I wonder if she sees that. I wonder if she's giving you everything you ever want because she feels like she's on the edge of getting dumped. And that's not a healthy thing either. I wonder if she's under some kind of duress to try to please you that that she shouldn't be in. By all accounts, apparently she's a pretty good girlfriend. She's just not the one that satisfies you intellectually. So figure out what you need in a girl. Figure out what makes you happy. And if you're not connecting to this one, if you're not thinking, like valuing her opinion and loving her in non-physical ways too, then, dude, break up nicely, I guess. I don't know. But there's more to girls than making you than making you gasm. That's what I'm thinking. And if you haven't discovered that yet, you will. You will. That was Mail Monday. If you're new around here, then subscribe. If you want to check out my Minecraft server, the info that you need is in the description. Have a good day.